The eyes of the nation will be watching the results of the presidential election tonight.
And Fox's Nicole Collins joins us live from Washington, D.C. this morning with more as you decide 2012. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Pete and Rachel. That's right. Congressman Ryan, after voting in Janesville, will then head out to campaign today in Ohio and nearby here in nearby Virginia, near to D.C. Governor Romney also campaigning today. He made a last-minute decision to make another go of it in Ohio today and Pennsylvania, a state that has been largely thought to go towards Obama in this election, so making a last-minute push there. President Obama, however, staying in Chicago today. He'll do a slew of media interviews, and then his campaign says if there's time, he'll try to fit in a basketball game with some of his friends. That's become one of his election day rituals. Guys?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about let's say the election day ritual for the president. What will his day be like?
Well, he has a bunch of interviews. I mean, he was originally slated yesterday to do just radio, and then they added a bunch of television interviews, and I suspect those are, of course, going to all be directed at folks like yourselves in swing states, in states that could go either way. He also is apparently trying to find time to go out and thank some voters personally. So that and the basketball game are up in the air. We're not sure if they'll exactly happen, but seeing as how the president won last time around, and he did play basketball that day, maybe if he's a little superstitious, he's going to try and fit that in for sure.
Nicole, how tough is it going to be to vote for in places like New Jersey and New York that were hard hit by Sandy?
They're having a lot of trouble right now. I mean, some of these people can't even get water, they can't get heat, so getting to a polling station is a bit difficult for quite a few people. Originally, there had been some talk about extending the polls there, the chunk of time when people are allowed to vote. I don't see any indication that that has happened. However, they have made some accommodations for people who have been affected by Hurricane Sandy, in that some areas will be able to vote at any polling station instead of a designated polling station. So still though, you know, reports out there show that some people still just will not get to vote, and you can expect legal action if the turnout in those areas is much lower than in 2008, guys.
Yeah, busy day for you too, Nicole. What's next for you?
Well, back-to-back talkbacks like this and reports, and just trying to watch what's happening, see if we can get any new information out there. But I know, exit polling will come later in the day, and it's something we're very delicate with because it is so complicated. And in the end, it doesn't really tell you who won. At the end, it's the voters who go to the polls and the actual polls that are tallied. So just keeping an eye on that, and hopefully at the end of the day we'll have a winner. If not, we'll see in the coming days.
We'll see again in the morning probably.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Nicole, thanks again. We will see you again in our next hour. We'll talk more about today's election. Nicole Collins live in Washington, D.C. this morning.